The Halloween Regatta is the premier snipe regatta in the southeast in the fall, and it's a great family event, and I always enjoyed coming to this event or being at this event since it's at our own club. And it's just a great family time, good sailing, and lots of family fun. My name's Don Hackbarth. I'm a snipe sailor here at the Atlanta Yacht Club. I've been sailing snipes and been in the Atlanta Yacht Club since 1984.
You want me to start?
No criticism.
Okay, Orrin Williams. I'm from Atlanta Yacht Club. I started sailing in the Halloween Regatta in 2001 with my daughter, Sally. And we haven't missed a year yet. I originally joined, I was sailing thistles, and then I switched over to snipes in 2001. And Sally crewed with me for probably about 7 or 8 years. Then got into college and, went away.
Bye-bye.
Yep.
Okay. Is that all?
That's it.
Okay. My name is George Bering. I'm from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. That's my first Halloween race ever. Good enough. And I haven't sailed a snipe in 35 years. Snipe was my first boat. My second and chosen boat is Star. But I always thought that it's as beautiful and nice boat as ever. And I was blessed with an invitation to come to this beautiful place and enjoy your company.
All right, so we got that done. Next thing is, can you release the mast? No, not the halyard. Just the mast neutral. It's all off? It's all right, so this is now your neutral point.
Clayton Dixon. I am actually from AYC. I grew up here my whole life. My parents live right outside of the gate. So I started sailing when I was about 8. Got into snipes when I was about 10. So I've been doing this my whole life. I've sailed Halloween since, gosh, who knows, 20 years ago.
Is going to be at 1 minute, and we're going to take down the people. All right. Now all our boats will be on board this time. All right. All right, ready for sequence number 2? Morgan, ready with the class flag?
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Class flag.
I'm Peggy Davis, and through a weird set of circumstances, I am fleet captain for the Snipe Fleet. In the past, I have been an organizer, I have been a recruiter, I have taught the beginning sailors, and I sailed with my husband for 25 years. My husband was already a member. He was the very first junior member, so he was already a member, and so I inherited this sport. When he told me he sailed, I didn't think it was the least bit threatening. I had never been on a boat. Little did I know it would dominate my entire life and the life of my children. Each of the fleets has advantages and disadvantages. And the Snipe used to be called the bumblebee of sailboats because it outperforms what physics says it should. Right. The other thing about a Snipe is it's very, very sensitive. And it developed a very good rig. You have a lot of strings. And once you understand how to use them, if you have a crew who's too light, you can power it up. If you have a crew that's too heavy, you can depower it effectively, so that it's very forgiving in the weight of the skipper and crew.
And just the reverse of what she said as well as backwards, and it depends on the wind velocity.
Right.
I mean, if you've got a high wind and a light crew, you can depower the boat. But you can also power the boat up in lighting. Said, wow, I wonder what's going on about that.
Hi, I'm Tom Henderson. I'm the current Commodore of the Atlanta Yacht Club, and we're at the 2016 Halloween Regatta, chilling, waiting on the wind to arrive. I've been asked why we sail Halloween. Well, that's a complicated question, but it starts with all these goblins and spooks, and we have a good time with that. We have a good party afterwards. They carry on too terribly there. You know, it's really a really nice family affair. Lots of bonding. Most of these folks have been drinking out of the back of my truck for an awful long time, so you know we'll get to that a little later in the day.
It's coming, 10:42.
I thought you said you were sailors.
Who wants this? Oh, that's mine. I put it in there yesterday. Don't lose it.
And Franklin.
Hi, my name's Scott Klein. I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee. And 50 years ago, when I was 12 years old, my dad wanted to come down for this race. And I came with him and I raced with him in 1967 and 1968. And then the next winter, I bought my own boat and I sailed my own boat in the Goblins B Fleet in 1969 and 70, and then I moved up to the competitive fleet, the Spooks, and it was always fun, and I just never had a good reason not to come, so I always came. Some years were more fun than others, but I just kept coming and making the trip down here. And 2 years ago, with my 11-year-old daughter, I was fortunate enough to win this race. And I told everybody, never, never, never give up. Keep trying. You can do it. And this is my 50th year. And my older daughter's going to sail with me this weekend. And it's just great to be back here.
Love coming to the Halloween Regatta. The party on Saturday night is always the best. Everybody gets going with their costumes and everything, and yeah, we're just excited to be out here. Everybody has just so much fun hanging out on shore, not sailing with no sand. So.